Hey, what's up, guys? This is Racing Raved, and welcome to episode 2 of Monoposto My Team Career Mode for the Chinese Grand Prix. And if you haven't checked out the first episode of my career mode, then definitely go check that out. We had some pure quality racing and some first lap drama, which led us to do some great recovery from lower grid places too high up. We ended up P7, and this is the race calendar for this season. I haven't chosen this type of calendar. This has been voted by the members of our board of directors in our Discord server. So if you want to be a part of that server and be a board of director, then join my Discord server, and the first 20 people will be the board of directors. There are 7 people in the group, so definitely go check that out. Link is in the description. As we now head on to qualifying runs, and this is the first run that I did in the quali session. This has not been a pretty good quali run. I have got out of the track at few places, locked up at few places, and haven't got that good of this lap. This was the first flying lap, so I did it and I was 14th of the pace. So I did this lap, got into the pits and changed my race setup and preferred the low speed cornering for the first few turns, and it paid off. As you can see, I am at the end of my second run, flying past the DRS open zone, and this was a pretty good lap. I mean, I've nailed every corner, and we go out in this corner, which I guess might have cost us around 3/10, 4/10, something like that, and we go off the line. What is it? P5. Oh my god, P5. Are you serious? That setup change into low speed cornering has really made a difference, and we are on to P5. So let's not waste time and go straight off to the starting lights.
The race in Shanghai begins in 5 lights time. The Chinese Grand Prix is underway.
And it's lights out, and away we go. We had a pretty good start, but the soft runners are definitely having a pace advantage on us as we nearly bang our front wing to the rear tires of Lando Norris, and we get that exit and entry to the corners through this first set of corners, and we gain the position lost from Alonso and Norris, and we are side by side with Leclerc, and we are definitely not having the fast speed, but we have gone for the grip and the slow speed corners, and you can see that how much I am gaining on the slow speed corners, but I am losing a lot in the slow speed corners as Lewis Hamilton overtakes us, and we are right at his gearbox, and we overtake Fernando Alonso, and we are fighting with Lewis Hamilton, and we crash into Lewis Hamilton, and we have a 5-second time penalty, and Lewis Hamilton is into the barriers, and Fernando Alonso goes in front of us after that crash, and we had to slow down due to the yellow flag, and it's track clear, and we haven't had a red flag or a safety car because Lewis Hamilton was able to recover that car as the crash was not so heavy. But we get a 5-second time penalty, and Alonso also gets a 5-second time penalty for I don't know what reason, but that was a pretty banger of a first lap drama. I don't know what is my luck with Monoposto first lap. We are having so much drama. We had the drama in episode 1, and we are having the drama in episode 2 also, as we nearly overtake Alonso, and we are side by side. We had a great exit using ERS, and we are ahead of Alonso and get our place, and we keep P5. It is the place where we started off, and with all that fighting, we are 6 seconds off pace of Leclerc. We are 6 seconds behind Leclerc. All that fight, and we are 6 seconds behind Leclerc, which means we have to do a lot of recovery from the medium tires. And if you are watching this video until this point, which means that you are really enjoying this video, so please consider subscribing and like this video. This really helps fight with the algorithm of YouTube. And if you have noticed, there we have taken the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. by 3.7 seconds, and we are very close to Leclerc, and we try to dive down the outside of Leclerc but couldn't get that move done, and he is using ZRS, and we back out of that fight because I was really not confident about our overtaking skills, as we have taken a 5-second time penalty, and I was really not trying to fight it, as I wanted to go home with that fifth place. And yeah, so if I go home with that fifth place finish, and I will really be up into the points, and definitely not in the championship fight because my car is bad. For this year eventually we will increase our car, and yeah, so as it is lap 4, and definitely my medium tires are now starting to be quicker than those soft tires, and we might have a chance in overtaking all of them as they are bunched up, as we try to go down the outside of Charles Leclerc, and we nearly make that move done, but Leclerc has re-overtaken us, and I back out of that fight again. As I said, I did not want to fight them as hard because I want to go home but not fight down and like crash into each other. And if you are noticing on the screen, we have overcast weather. Like 5 seconds ago there were 5-10 seconds ago there was sunny conditions, and now it is overcast. As you can see that there are no shadows on the track, and it is really being starting to overcast, and I was thinking of pitting off these medium tires into hards, but after seeing this overcast I really thought that I might wait for a few laps and get that rain, as we try to dive down the outside of Leclerc again, and we go into the dirt. We go out of the track and I was desperate to overtake him as Verstappen, as Perez and Sainz pits, and me, Leclerc and Verstappen stays out, as I go on the outside line of Leclerc, as I am very confident through this first set of corners because I have the much grippier tire than their softs, as they are on old soft tires, and I overtake Leclerc but couldn't get that move done on Verstappen. But no worries, I will make that move very soon, not in this lap but at least on the next lap. And we nearly again bang our front wing with the rear tires of Verstappen and nearly damaging our front wing, and I tried to dive down the outside again, but I was really not confident about Verstappen, as I was not trying to get into any of the fight and just DNF from the race. I wanted to finish the race at points, at least in the points, and at least finish the race and not DNF, because we are showing some pace around the slow speed corners here, and Verstappen finally pits, and we are at the lead of the race, at the second race of our team. We are leading the race, but we go out of the track and the tire wear has really come out, and the tire wear is pretty bad. Verstappen has pitted off his soft tires at lap 6, and we are in the medium tires, and we have the same type of grip level like the old softs of Verstappen, which means we have a lot of tire wear around this track. But as I have optimized the track for the slow speed cornerings, I have made it until lap 7, and we go into the pits for the hard set of tires, and we might lose that position, but this overcut might get us into a pretty good position, and we hit into the pits, get the hard tires, and it is a pretty quick stop, and we get out. Where we are getting out behind Leclerc and ahead of Alonso, which means we are P5, which means we have hold our starting position through this set of corners. And I really didn't try to push the tires hard because they were new and they were not heated enough to do the fourth gear turns through those corners, and I really tried to warm them up. As you can see, I am weaving on the track to warm them up, and as you can see on the timing screen, we are not very far away from Leclerc. We are just 3 seconds of Leclerc, which we can get it by around 3 laps, because I am faster of everyone in the first sector, and through these high speed corners I am faster than everyone, and I catch him up Right away in the next lap I catch Leclerc, but I was not really trying to fight at these corners because the AI is not merciful through these corners, and I might get back shotted, or I might get that little tap and get bodywork damage from Leclerc. And I was really pushing on the ERS, and I will have that DRS, so I really wanted to overtake him at this DRS straight, but Leclerc also had that DRS from Sainz, so we couldn't get that move done in the DRS zone. But we get that move done at the final proper corner of the circuit, and I really challenged Verstappen there, but I really backed up because I knew that I couldn't fight off Verstappen because he was really quick in that medium tires. And we go on to turn 1 2 3 sequence, and we nearly overtake, and we overtake Verstappen finally, and Perez off our new hard tires, as they are on 2 to 3 4 laps old medium tires, and we are on 2 laps old hard tires, which are making this grip, and we are again at the lead of this race. I told you. And Perez had overtaken us, and we really overtake Perez again. As you can see that there is not much clouds anymore, it is the sun again, and I have done very good thing pitting at the right moment of those medium set tires into the hards, and it is lap 10, which means we have 9 or 10 laps to go more, and we are at the lead of the race. And as you can see, we have reached our first back marker of the race as Joe now, and I was really not wanting to fight him because he was a back marker, and if I crash into him that would be pretty bad. And as the game lacks blue flags, and Joe Guanu was fighting for me, I don't know for what positions, but the game does not have that, as he is slow through that corner. He was so slow. I mean I guess he was shown the blue flag there at that moment, but I really didn't know. And we get out of the track again, and we lose all the time gained from Perez. Perez is right 2 seconds at our back, which is not good because we do not have that straight line speed. We do not have that grip as they are having of their soft tires. They have newly pitted and have new soft tires, which means I am at my back foot. I do not have that advantage as we have 6 more laps to go, and I was really thinking of getting off this hard set of tires and really put on the softs and do another stint. I was very conservative at this moment. I was not sure if I had to pit, take on the softs, or just go on to the end with the hards, but I didn't thought that the hards could go for so long, so I thought that I would go into the pits, get that soft tires, get that grip out of those soft tires, and I mean I can get P4, P3, even a podium I might get. So I got into the pit lane for the soft tires, and Hamilton is P7. After we backshot him there, he is P7. He has done a great recovery as Verstappen also pits. But for the medium tires, what has Verstappen done? Why did Verstappen put that medium tires on? Why did Verstappen put medium tires on? I mean, he had done something blunder, as we are at the back of Sergio Perez on our out lap heading into the next lap. I don't know why Verstappen took that soft tires, and Leclerc is in the pits. What will Leclerc come out on? Leclerc is coming out on the softs. Leclerc is coming out on the softs. I mean, it is the way. You have to come out on the softs as you have so many less laps to go. But I tried to, if you have noticed, I tried to fight Perez but couldn't get that move done, as he was really feared that I would crash into him and lose that second position if I get on with the second position. And I tried to go past him in this set of high speed corners as I really had the pace, but with that grip of that tire, mechanical grip of that car, and the aerodynamic grip of the RB20, Perez gets a better exit, and on to lap 18 we go. That is the second last lap, and I crash into the barriers. Oh my god, and I have crashed into the barriers onto the second last lap of the Grand Prix. and it has put huge bodywork damage. As you can see that on the screen, I have no front left wing and I have red as bodywork damage. I have red body, which means the engine is pretty much damaged, which means I will not get that top speed that I require to take that third place finish. And Sainz is really at our back and through the second last corner, and we lock up and had to go wide at this corner, and Sainz had came back at us and he is really at our back onto the last corner, and we had drag race DRS wide open for Sainz, and we have a drag race onto the finish straight, and Sainz get that finish from us as we have a photo finish for the first time in our career mode in the second episode. And Lewis Hamilton takes 9th place after getting hit from us, and we also had to serve that 5-second time penalty, which makes us on to P5. And we haven't improved in any of our races. We started off Bahrain at P7, ended up in P7. We started here China on to P5. We ended it into P5, and we hadn't had to end up into P5. We could have got that podium place, the third place finish from the two Ferraris, but we crashed out on that last lap, second last lap, and we had to give that up. So that is it for today, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you want more of weekly F1 content, I will post these kind of contents every week. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.